Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Red Flooded as Fiume. Let's continue off where we last left off. So we're doing pretty okay. We're slowly pushing our way up towards Munich, which is one of those cities that we do need to take in order for us to actually win this war. And you guys are slowly making progress. It's a little bit slower than I would like, to be honest, but I mean, you're still doing an okay job. If we can kill Austria, I mean, Hungary's also going to have to be killed, but once Germany's dead, Austria really shouldn't be a problem anymore. Also, all of you guys push here. Trucks will keep going through here. You go to Magdeburg afterwards. And I think those will both be successful. Bulgaria's declared war in Romania, which worries me slightly, because, I mean, I do have a casus belli against them. I mean, I could declare war on them, which would do something weird, I think, and put Bulgaria in our faction. I mean, it'd be strange, but I think that's how Hearts of Iron 4 works. So that's something that we have to keep in mind. And you need to guys go here. We did not, unfortunately, take Stettin. Because you're at 92. Got another French unit just kind of hanging out in this province. I mean, Berlin is close. It is close to falling, which is, like, really nice. You guys push here. Get some ground across the river. Yeah, now that we spread Germany out very, very thin, our options are much, much higher than they were before. Okay, we did take Magdeburg, which gets you down to 70%. Austria is also pretty close to capitulating. You guys go here. Send the Mountaineering Division straight up through. And that should actually get you guys in multiple combats as well. We're now on the... You know what? I'm going to save just in case this doesn't work out as I intend it to. But I think getting Bulgaria to join our faction is just actually funny. They might leave immediately afterwards, but I don't care about that too much. Yeah, Romania has now joined the Third International, which I'm not surprised by. But Bulgaria did join our faction, which is exactly what I wanted to happen, because I knew it would be very, very dumb that that's what would happen there. I mean, if Bulgaria dies, I literally do not care. But again, it's just kind of funny. We've gotten Germany down to 50% now. Madagascar's joined the war. They don't care. Move you guys down to Dresden. You try to get your way down to Leipzig. I mean, Frankfurt's worth 20, so we do want to be eventually moving some units around there as well. And who else we have casus bellis? We have casus bellis against Turkey. Soon. They'll be ready in 10 more days. But of course, eventually we can just kick them out of the faction. It doesn't matter so much. There's 13 divisions there. Like, what's wrong with them? I think Green Army right now, once you can maybe take Dresden, are going to kind of focus on a push into Frankfurt. Because you guys need to also take Munich. Both of those I really think are like non-negotiable things that we have to do. Yeah, so, but you can't do anything at the moment. That's kind of fine, honestly. I mean, again, if Bulgaria dies, who cares? I don't. You did get surrounded, though, so that does cause some issues. But Green Army, delete your plans. You are now going to go here. The Pink Army should be fine where they are. Yeah, you can also make some moves as well. I mean, Spain apparently has sent volunteers to you. I mean, if Spain actually joined the faction, that would be even nicer, but I you know, let's not have unrealistic expectations, I guess I should say. So who else do I have cost abilities against? I have cost abilities against all of you in the north. After that, we get even more annexations. We're gonna have a lot of... after our war with Germany's done, we're gonna have so many invasions, it's going to be absolutely insane. Take over these two areas. I mean, Prussia is still not doing anything at all. Which is unfortunate. I'm trying to say, like, what makes them... Where do we want to push? Probably, actually, against these two, like, tank divisions. Because Germany does not have the supplies necessary to maintain any kind of actual armor. Like, who are you sending volunteers to? You're just to nobody. I could have sworn I saw some Spanish troops around here, but maybe I just actually didn't. Okay, so the push into Graz is not working out as well as I would have liked. That's okay. Yeah, both of these areas looking pretty weak. Yeah, everybody's at war with you as well. I mean, if we have to kill Bulgaria afterwards, it's really not a big deal. I mean, they're gonna stay into the faction at least until Brazil is dead. When is that gonna happen? I don't know. When's our next research available? You're all doing pretty okay. You're gonna go to Frankfurt. But, like, around like this, I think, makes the most amount of sense for you. Yeah, and you're just gonna hold your ground. And once all these guys are very, very weak, we can make some moves. I want you not to be this far out. Shrink down to there, please, and thank you. Because you're at 53. 53 is not too bad. And yeah, Prague's not a major city. We don't need to worry about Prague even remotely. Hanover is worth 10. So making our way towards Hanover makes sense for us. And you're going to immediately move your way down to here. Thank you. How are you doing here? I mean, Luxembourg, unfortunately, has returned from the dead. I think... Yeah, no, you're fine. You're fine actually doing what you're doing. I'm not too concerned about that. I mean, Germany now also needs to try to put troops against the entirety of the Hungarian border. Which is spreading their line out thin. It's also technically spreading out the French line thin as well, which isn't as great. What if we push our way into Hungary? And just kill the Hungarians as well? Like, how many troops do you guys have? 14 to 57. I really don't think that's too many. Yeah, so at 93, 94. Just break into there, you'll be looking good. If we kill you, that's actually going to be a decent surround for us. We do want to take that. And you've now also taken Frankfurt. Which puts Germany down to 42%. You should actually be killed as well. So, I mean, the fact that Germany's actually only at 42% capitulation actually scares me a little bit, quite honestly. We've taken most of their major cities. So they really shouldn't have too much left to go with. And only a planes in reserve. That's not too bad. See if we can take a handful more of these border territories as well. Like, do any of you feel confident? You don't even have a battle plan, which should be pushing up towards Vienna. We could maybe also take Graz. I mean, taking Graz, taking Vienna might be enough for the Austrians to capitulate, which should get a decent amount of troops off of the field. Which is definitely one of the things that we do look for. I think all of yellow goes to this front. We definitely don't need that many troops on this one province. Because unfortunately, like Luxembourg... I mean, this corridor scares me a little bit. Because it could harm our offensive chances in the future. You're mostly doing okay. Sten is only worth 1 victory point. And this whole area does provide absolutely no benefit. Breslau is worth 10. So that's something to keep in mind. I mean, Graz only has 1 soldier in it, so... Like, if we can take the province... I wouldn't be upset by that. I mean, there's actually a lot of territories on this whole border that's actually looking pretty weak. So we can definitely be trying to move our way into Austria. If you go to Salzburg... Like, Salzburg, Vienna, cut Germany off from Hungary. I mean, Romania is doing quite well, but again, that's fine. I don't care about them even remotely. So you can probably ask the question whether or not attacking them and getting the Bulgarians to join our faction was either a good or a bad thing. I still think it's not bad. Is it good? That's a different question entirely. But I don't think it's bad necessarily. You're actually going to lose strength here, which is unfortunate. But a German counterattack really doesn't concern me too much. We've only lost 300,000 men, which really is not a lot. But none of you is core territory. So I think as soon as they actually lose Sofia, all of this territory is going to flip to the Germans. So that is worrying. You've actually lost territory here, unfortunately. They got 99. I think I keep wanting you to try to push your way into Graz. I'm worried about Bulgaria, to be quite honest. So, in hindsight, declaring war on them probably was a mistake. I think for the most part, you guys over here are fine. We can probably kill you off. Taking 1 victory point worth of territory, really, I don't think is going to make a huge difference in the war. 20,000 rifles, 1,400 artillery. I mean, the tank divisions are hurting a little bit, that's for sure. I don't think we can deny that. And apparently the Germans have just abandoned this entire front line, so I will exploit that for all it's worth. One of you is moving into this province, right? Yes. One of you should be marching towards Munich, though, as well. Please and thank you. This is actually French territory that we've now come in from behind. Which is not really where I was expecting you to make some maneuvers here, but, you know, if it works, it works. Yeah, you guys come into here. Keep marching your way upwards. I mean, just taking Munich, of course, is not capitulation worthy, unfortunately. I mean, we need Frankfurt as well. Frankfurt, Hanover. You're dead. Well, let's not even worry about it. The AI will kill that for us. Yeah, Magdeburg's worth 5. Hanover's worth 10. We have lost territory here, for sure. which is disappointing. Let's go for better rifles as well. You're at 49. You've actually had taken victory points back. Which is not the situation we want to be in. Can I put more troops on yellow? I don't think it's impossible. How's Sofia looking? You still hold it, so I mean that's something, because you're all not core. So Bulgaria is definitely going to die, which actually makes our front line bigger. Which could be a problem. Theoretically, that could be a problem. And this is French territory, so the AI will want to put more troops down here in the future. I mean, you're still holding ground. Like, Germany, how much manpower do you guys have right now? You have less than 1 million, which is good. I'm assuming a decent amount of that is taken because we have actually taken over some of your big, important provinces. And we'll see if we can take Hanover. Move you guys through. We're at 31%, because we have now taken Munich. Which makes me think a strong push into Frankfurt could end the German Goliath. I think yellow right now holds positions. Take what you can. You know, hold your grounds. I mean, just having Munich is so important for us. And really turns the tide of the war in the future. Like, I think maybe Hanover and Frankfurt falling into our hands might just be enough for us to win this war. You're at 92. Can I get you to force attack? You're wounded, so I cannot. How longer are you wounded for? You're wounded for 19 more days. I mean, that's not so bad. Do you kill this guy? You haven't, but you easily could. So please do so. And yeah, Hanover's now fallen. It's gotten Germany down to 27%. I mean, Austria is making some maneuvers down here, which isn't great. Sofia is now surrounded. Could lead to some problems. We'll go find more factories in our infantry equipment for now. Problem is, like, other than Frankfurt, every German city is pretty far away. But we did it. Is that enough? You're at 19%. Germany has now capitulated. Which means I'm going to throw all these troops up here. You guys make your way to here. I'll let the AI deal with the smaller pockets. But yeah, that's basically International dead. Which gives us the opportunity to move troops all over the place now. And I think you can really all just attack when you have the opportunity to do so. Yeah, because you're going to move your troops into Budapest. You guys are going to spearhead your way into Budapest. And after that point, you really, we'll start moving our troops towards Turkey. Which, they have a lot of men, but maybe if we get some naval invasions working. Do I have any boats? I don't. Because I never actually researched anything. Right, okay, I can see where there might be some problems there. So I think if you walk straight to these cities, you might just be able to kill them off, no problem. Okay, so we got our anti-tank. Unsurprisingly, Bulgaria has been destroyed. But I'm not concerned about that, really. The French units here being kind of surrounded sucks, but you know, so what? Yeah, just march away towards Budapest. The Austrians cannot stop you. There's no way in hell they have that capability just by themselves. Because right now it is... I mean, surprisingly, it still says about the same number of divisions. Yeah, unsurprisingly, it says that the war is going in our favor, and I would very much agree with that assessment. How are we going to get to Brazil? I have no clue whatsoever. Not even the faintest idea. Now that we've taken Vienna, not enough for their capitulation, unfortunately. Like, of course, we don't be losing any of our core territory. I mean, Salzburg's worth 10. Any of these cities being killed will be good enough for us. We can't do we can't do you because we need to actually finish all those conquest CBs that I got recently. So let's go for anti-tank 2. You did get cut off, but I'm not surprised by that. So for now, I think Blue Army, delete your plans. You're fine going to the Turkish border. I think that's completely acceptable. Austria's capitulated, giving us more guns. Soon, Hungary will be dead. And really, that's all there is to worry about. But I'm sure, like, Turkey and all them, they're going to be joining up these big factions afterwards anyways. I mean, Greece, we don't have any casus bellis against. Greece is... No, you're improving relations. I thought you were getting Tina independence. We do have a casus belli against you. It's going to take us a while to actually use it, though. Is there any other wars going on right now? No, just a German-French war. Which works out just fine for us. Also, like, Hungary's almost dead already. I guess Peck's in our next capital. But for the most part, we don't need to be here anymore. France can deal with the remnants, so to speak. We're gonna put all our troops into Turkey and kill them off. Yeah, and really, I don't even know if I want you attacking. Just have the French kill them. Have the French kill the Romanians, and then we'll take over the Middle East, and then prepare a war against the Brazilians, I guess. Makes most amount of sense. I mean, once we go to war with Iraq, of course, that's going to lead us to another war with the British, but we'll see how that goes when we get to there. But for now, I think it's going to be a good time for us to end this episode. So thanks everybody for watching. My name is Anthem. If you've enjoyed, give it a thumbs up. And not enjoy, click a thumb down. Want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.